In next 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to share what I have gathered on artificial intelligence, the security aspects of artificial intelligence, and I'm going to present whether AI is for security or security is for AI. In this context, I'm going to share my thoughts and leave the rest to the listeners to make informed decisions. Before getting into the topic, I just would like to touch upon two, three latest events which will bring context to this presentation. Later this year, in Europe, there is going to be a high-level AA summit going to be attended by premiers of leading countries, where our Prime Minister is also going to attend. In that meeting, a lot of strategic measures on how to use effective use of AI, how to secure, and how to come up with the standardized processes for proper usage are going to be discussed, and some strategic decisions are going to be arrived at. And second thing, we all know Kumbh Mela, Maha Kumbh Mela is happening in Uttar Pradesh. AI is used effectively in conducting events, securing all the premises and things like that. Third one is an interesting thing. I happened to watch a web series in series titled Aindam Vedam. So that Aindam Vedam is nothing but the fifth Veda apart from Rig, Yajur, Sama, Atharvana, where Brahma has tried to create fifth Veda, but he has actually encapsulated everything in a cryptic form, and to access it he has actually he has broken the access keys into various aspects and tagged it to various set of people who have to join together at a particular place in the temple at a particular place, and all the sutras or all the formulas will be exposed when all join together, and access to that fifth Veda will be possible. Now, a professor who is actually researching this will be giving a lecture where a student will ask, what is fifth Veda and what are the various pros and cons of it? So the professor will beautifully respond. Whenever a latest technology or latest stuff is unveiled, three things are possible. One is higher knowledge, second is unparalleled technical advancement, and third thing is risks and how to secure the whole thing so that it goes into the right hands. So these three are very important even at the context of AI. Now, AI is, as on date, it is the latest technological trend, which is actually, it is not just being spoken by technical enthusiasts, but by everyone. Today, even the children use AI app, not only Chat GPT, but AI app. You name it. Nowadays, PowerPoint presentations are replaced. Now, if you look at the school students, they look up to AI for carrying out their assignments and things like that. So the use cases of AI is cutting across business. So it is also important for us to understand where is it heading towards, because the moment it reaches to the common masses, we could imagine the potential risks associated with it. So having this context, let us get into the topic. AI for security or security for AI. So now in these three, four topics, let us discuss what is AI security, what are the types of attacks or risk against AI, how do we set up a process or standard to protect AI or business, and how is AI used in security, how does AI improve security, and finally the conclusion, whether AI will take over cybersecurity or security at all. So that's how I've tried to structure the presentation, and in this next 5-10 minutes there will be some useful stuff where the listeners can pick up and explore further. So what is AI security? Protecting AI systems and their valuable insights from attacks and weaknesses require AI security. AI process integrity and confidentiality are crucial in a future that relies on AI for decision making and data processing. So we all know fundamentals of information security is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. That holds good for AI as well. As far as AI is concerned, data sets, models, and the infrastructure which hosts the whole AI system, these three are important ingredients which can be compared with confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So the definition discusses ways to improve AI security to safeguard insights, compartmentalize AI operations to reduce attack risk, and adapt a zero trust approach. We all know we are getting into a zero trust security. So we need to adapt to a zero trust approach, and that is the only way where we can actually manage AI security threats and come up with countermeasures. So what is a zero trust model? This security strategy implies no implicit trust, even for internal users and systems. So this is the key. By verifying people and systems continuously, this paradigm supports AI security. So continuous validation and verification. So AI systems can be extensively accessed for trustworthiness, authentication, and authorization. So how can we improve AI security through these key points? It involves leveraging AI itself. So AI and system are tightly integrated. That's what I'm trying to convey. So how can we improve? First one is machine learning for anomaly detection, behavior analytics, secure model deployment, real-time monitoring and threat intelligence from AI-powered cybersecurity solutions. Okay, what are the types of attacks or risks against AI? Data security risks. That is the AI pipeline as an attack surface. This is a possible use case. And another data security risk, potential data security risk is production data in the engineering process. Attack on AI models are adversarial machine learning, data poisoning attack, input manipulation attack, model inversion attack, membership inference attack, exploratory attack, supply chain attack, resource exhaustion attacks. So these are all some possible risks. Okay, now next is we need to essentially set up a process or standard to protect business. The traditional standards are ISO 27001, ISO 12207, which describes software lifecycle processes, and ISO 15288, which describes system lifecycle processes. SAM. SAM stands for Software Assurance Maturity Model. These are all some standard, set of security standards through which we can protect. And now A itself is coming up with a standard ISO 42000, which will be in effect. And today there are organizations which started appointing CXO level, senior level staff for A. Dell was the first one to appoint a chief AI officer like CTO, COO, CIO. AI also figures a very CXO level, leadership position. So that makes us understand how AI is being pursued very, very significantly in today's industry. Okay, how AI is used in security? Advanced threat detection, network protection, endpoint security assessment and enhancement, user authentication and access security, security operations optimization, phishing and fraud prevention, vulnerability management, security automation and orchestration, predictive analysis for threats, physical security enhancement, compliance and reporting automation, secure software development support. Okay, now how does AI improve security? Again, advanced threat detection and real-time monitoring. AI analyzes data for unusual patterns and behaviors, which enables early threat detection, which is actually a very best use case for AI, using AI for security. Real-time monitoring and alerts help identify and respond to security incidents promptly. And reducing false positives, threat intelligence and predictive analysis, efficient incident response, phishing and zero-day protection, user authentication and access control, secure software development. So these are all some ways and means where we can improve security measures using AI. Okay, now I quickly would like to wrap up by conclusion, coming back to my my reference on these web series. Now, the finally what will happen is a person, a model which is being developed using AI, they will use a 3D printer to feed artificial meat and generate a person, very very highly advanced person, human in human form, to unearth this Aindam Vedam. Because the way that web series was positioned is, it will also be made available to the real people who are going to make use of that, by by referring or by giving hints to join the knots. At the same time, the evil forces will also gain access using the AI technology. So how it is going to get unfold, it lies on our hands. So whether AI can completely take over human aspects, I don't think so. Because if we leave it to the technology, whole fully automation like RPA and things like that, then we will imagine, in today's context, today's the world which is moving, where morality and ethics are questionable today, unless there is a human intervention, any technology for that matter, if it is left open to the technology itself, definitely it will lead to destruction. So can completely a technology take over? I don't think so. Definitely, today what will happen is proper adoption of technology, whether AI or whether it is nanotechnology or whatever it is, proper adoption by upskilling and cross skilling and right skilling, and we need to know how to make use of the technology. So even in AI, if we know how to make use of AI, and by securing properly and ensuring awareness, because no matter whatever controls you put, unless and until people are made to uh, create, how to make use of it, why we need to use, so the right intended purpose, if people have that awareness, then I don't think any technology will overcome or will overtake human. So that's how I would like to conclude. Hopefully this presentation will be definitely useful, and thank you very much.